Hey YouTube family, it's Sarah, LessOfSarah here. Wasn't really planning on making a video today, but in the last, 24 hours, some things have happened that have made me think about this particular topic a little bit more and brought me to a decision that I had been really struggling with. And so I guess I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I don't know how useful this video is going to be to other people. It may just be a lot of me rambling to make myself feel better, but I'm going to give it a shot. So, last night I watched an amazing video that I suggest everyone watches from probably one of my favorite VSGers on YouTube. That's VSG Tanya 2011. And Tanya was talking about basically setting a goal, how you set your goal, struggling to set a goal, how to figure out whether, the goal is right for you, what happens when you get there, what happens if you don't get there, comparing yourself to other people, all of that stuff. Really an amazing video. I'm definitely going to link to it below. I'm actually going to put a link to Tanya's own channel and then a link to this video, which was actually part of the Back to Basics WS channel, which is fantastic. So I'll put a link to them as well. But this video really came at a time for me when I needed it. And I don't know if you guys know the saying, when the student is ready, the teacher or the master will appear. That's sort of how I felt about it. I've been struggling with this for probably 3 or 4 weeks, and I keep going back and forth, I should say, in my head about it. I'm not one of those people who had a surgeon who recommends a particular weight for them. Because I had surgery in Mexico and really you're only meeting with your surgeon the day before your surgery, that's not something that's part of their program, and that was fine with me. And I was kind of left to my own devices to determine what my goal weight was going to be. And at first I wasn't going to bother, to be honest, because I've always said that the number on the scale shouldn't be the most important thing in this journey, especially for me. And yet, I felt somehow lost if I didn't have that goal, that number in mind. If I couldn't say I'm halfway to goal, or I'm almost to goal, or I don't know. I felt like it was important that I have a goal. And so the way I initially determined my goal was to take what I was told when I was a teenager. So, super fast recap. When I was 16, I went to a specialized weight loss program for teenagers and children. They did water weighing, body mass, all that stuff. They told me that, partially based on my insane bone mass, which at the time was 125 pounds, that I probably would, be good at about 180 pounds. And so I factored in the fact that I was now older, that being even that much more overweight for all this time probably means my bone mass is actually more than it was then, because your body does build bone in response to your weight. And I'm older, so I thought, okay, well, how about 190 pounds? And to me, 190 pounds felt like a good long-term goal, because I thought, well, that's easy. If I give myself 10 pounds from 190, that's 200. So if I'm maintaining, and I know that once that scale shows me a 2, that's where the full stop is, and then we need to go hard till I get back down to my maintenance weight, well, wouldn't that be easy? I could just be under 200 pounds. And it made sense to me at the time. And I'm not saying that it doesn't make sense now, but I just keep thinking to myself, is that really a realistic goal for me? Is it a goal that I can reach? Is it a goal that I can reach comfortably? I tend to aim high. That's just my personality. I dream big and I aim high, and that's all well and good, but it also means that I fail, or at least according to me, I fail more than maybe the average person, because not all my goals are that attainable. This is something that I can't afford to fail at. I need to be successful for myself. I need to get to goal, which means I need to have a goal that is realistic for me. And I'm just not sure anymore that 190 pounds is that realistic. For a whole bunch of reasons. And I know that there are going to be people watching this saying, what are you talking about? Like, 190 pounds is still overweight, right? To be honest, 190 pounds actually wouldn't really be overweight for me based on my body type and all of that. I'm 5'10" and a half. I have a very large frame. I have a very high bone mass. All that stuff plays into it. But, I hadn't really gotten any actual feedback like that in a while. And so I kept waffling back and forth. Should I raise my goal so that it is attainable? Because it doesn't mean I have to stop at my goal. There's lots of people who lose beyond what their goal is. And it's been troubling me for a while, I guess. I don't know if troubling is the word, but just I've been thinking about it a lot. So today, I finally, after 3 months, or almost 3 months, went to the gym, signed up, did the 12-month membership, because I know month to month is, all well and good, but I'm going to be there. I got to be there every week. So I did the 12-month membership. I signed up for a personal trainer. Wow. Listen, I don't even want to talk about how much money it's going to cost me over the next 12 months, other than to say it is an insane amount as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I can think of so many things I could do with that money, but I know that it is important that I'm investing in myself. So I signed up for personal training twice a week, so 2 sessions a week for 3 months, and then once a week for the next 9 months. And I wanted to make that 1-year commitment because it's not just about learning the right things to do, or, for me, it's about keeping that motivation from week to week. And I think that having a personal trainer is going to help with that. And so it was worth it to me, but ow, it hurt the pocketbook. I'm going to be honest. Obviously, I'm not paying it all up front, but anyway, that's not the story. So I met with the personal trainer. I guess she's like the head personal trainer. She coordinates personal training program. And she was like this glamazon, like, I think she's probably about 6 feet tall at least. And I mean, athletic build. She wasn't skinny at all. She was very athletic and beautiful. And I was like, of course. And so she said, well, do you mind if we do like your measurements and stuff today? And I'm like, no, that's fine. No big deal. And I told her my whole story. I told her I weighed 460 pounds less than 5 months ago. I told her, everything. And she was cool with that. And that was fine. She was shocked at how little I ate. And we had a discussion about the carb thing and working out and, whatever. It was fine. And they have one of those fancy scales that measures your body fat and body composition and all that. And so I got on the scale, which sadly was like 2 pounds heavier than my scale at home, but whatever. I'm going by my scale. Thanks. And it actually printed out like a little thing that looked like a little receipt. It was hilarious. And it had all the information on it, so your weight and all of that, your body fat percentage, which is like 53, I think, 54%. I mean, let's put it this way. More than half of my body composition is still fat. Okay? Your girl is fat. Still. What a surprise, right? I wasn't exactly shocked. And she said, well, they had a little chart of like body fat, index or whatever. And she said, well, this is the, excellent athletic category. This is what we aim for. And to be honest, I don't really remember what the percentage was, but she said, for your age and as a woman, whatever, this is what we aim for. And to get to this, you would have to lose 136 more pounds of fat. And I was like, oh God, 136 pounds. But I wasn't calculating in my head what that was. So on my way home, I was thinking more about this whole goal weight thing. And I was like, I build muscle really quickly, which means that if I'm working out and I'm trying to build muscle, 180, 190 pounds may not be attainable. I'm going to have excess skin, probably a fair amount of it, because I came from 460 pounds. Does skin weigh that much? No, but it'll probably be at least 10 pounds, I would guess. If not, maybe a little bit more. So just factoring in those two things, the bulky muscle, the extra skin, I don't know. I mean, is 190 going to happen? Or I don't know. So I started thinking maybe I need to up it. Maybe I need to up it to 200. And then I thought, yeah, maybe I need to up it 10 more pounds. I don't need to stay at that weight. And I've always said I'm not concerned with being skinny or anything. I'm concerned with being healthy and at a weight that is comfortable for me to maintain for the rest of my life. Not at a weight that I have to struggle and fight every single day to maintain. Doesn't mean I'm not going to continue to eat healthy, but there is a weight that your body is just not comfortable at. So I made the decision in my mind that I was going to alter my goal to 210 pounds. And I know for so many people that's going to sound crazy because there's people who start their journey at 210 pounds, but I'm altering my goal to 210 pounds because I want to get there. I want to have a goal that's attainable. Maybe that makes me weak. I don't know. I can't go through this whole journey and then not get to goal. I can't. And I have no problem going beyond that. If I get to 210 and I think, yeah, you know what, I could be a little skinnier, I could work a little harder. Great. But I want to get there. I want to do my goal dance. So I decided to change it. It's my journey, right? So I changed my goal to 210 pounds, which technically means that I need to lose from my highest weight 250 pounds, which is a nice round number. And then, interestingly enough, later on when I was thinking about this conversation that we had and about the weighing and everything, when I realized that she said I needed to lose 136 pounds of fat to get to that, appropriate body fat, that's like 215 pounds. So maybe I'm not so far off because, like, honestly, if I'm at ideal body fat, if I have muscle, if I'm healthy, I'm fit, the number is just a number. It doesn't really matter to me. Like, yeah. It's not like I was ever 190 pounds after I was like 10 years old anyway, so whatever. So thank you, VSG Tanya, for making that video. It spoke to me and it really made me confront this issue that's been bothering me for weeks and make a decision that I think is going to make my journey just a little bit easier and give me a bit more confidence and help me to understand that the number is just a number. And I really appreciate that. I appreciate you. And I feel so much better having come to a decision about that and being able to say, maybe my goal isn't what someone else thinks I should be or where I should be, but it's a goal that I know that I can achieve and that I think I'll be able to maintain for the rest of my life. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope that you're having a great day, and I hope you remember to appreciate every step in your journey.